only the strongest survive. Holding my heat under my seat, whipping the fire. Baseline for all of my people moving around. Give me your pound, all of my holding it down. Cutting you up, the new rocking you up. My black hole sucking you up. Back in the days, used to be down. Now I'm holding several money market accounts. Blaze the street, and then I would just like to announce. Feeling my groove, my jigga, making you bounce. Others is fed, me and my breaking the bread. Straight getting it, we got holding your head. Afraid of us, you know this ain't the game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on. This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. There's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. We so dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Come on. One time, y'all. Throw your hands real high, y'all. Yeah, get down, y'all. Let me see you all, y'all. Bust around, flip mode, y'all. 1998, y'all. Get down, y'all. Let's have a ball, y'all. Feeling the heat up in the street, rocking the beat. Step up in the take me to my reserve seat. Coming around, all them surround me. So much to drown me, making feeling the funk blazing. Stay hitting with that blow a hole in your trunk. Afraid of us, you know this ain't the game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on. This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. There's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Come on.
Thinking, dreaming, scheming, reading, all in the late night, shaking, boiling, lacing, baking, shaping, shaving. Gotta get this cake right as I serve it. You just burn it, breathe it, learn it. Now watch you take flight. How does it feel?
It's game time in Phoenix as the crowds at the U.S. Airways Center look to cheer on the Suns. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip. Well, it's been something of a disaster for them since the start of the season. They have just one win and continue to tally losses.
And, you know, before the season, we heard them talking about how they were going to prove people wrong because most of the predictions in the preseason weren't very kind to them. But that hasn't been the case so far. They've really struggled out of the gates.
And you know, Steve, say what you will about their talent and whether it's up to par with the rest of the league, but what I've noticed is the basic attitude surrounding this team. You know, I just have not seen a lot of fire from them in the early going.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, Reed in at shooting guard. Wiggins is out there with Young. And there's Pekovic, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Now, here's Rubio. Here's Pekovic. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Pekovic has got his team on the board to start the game for Minnesota. And Phoenix has possession. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And the fact that they still had a shot at the end of the game was fairly amazing because it was an off night for a lot of their guys.
And it was close enough, Steve, that they didn't need a perfect game from everybody. Even just a little bit more of a contribution from one or two of their key players would have done it for them.
Henderson, no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Reed. Kicks it to Bekovic. There's the feed to Reed. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. So it's Phoenix now. It's their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Well, they took the season series from this club a year ago, but then again, almost everybody did.
Now here's Henderson. 8 points his last outing. Warren. Bekovic with the rebound. Rubio with it. Feeds to Reed. And there's the pass to Wiggins. He dishes it to Bekovic. That's blocked. Here's Henderson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
What beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to Cleveland.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Now Henderson after the missed three from Reed. Henderson kicks to Morris. The 11-footer rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Jackson against Reed. Pass to Rubio. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Stolen by Henderson. Now, here's Warren. Defense is right there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Here's Henderson. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Timberwolves trail by 4. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
Not turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said it takes on extra meaning when going up against a team with so many small ball hawks, who will see opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Guys, what do you do to spread this defense out?
Well, I think you've got to come at them with a variety of offensive looks. Try to keep them guessing, keep their rotations a little bit off rhythm.
As usual, Steve, you're all over it. You've got to keep switching things up on them so they can't get settled into a defensive rhythm or groove. So give them something they don't expect.
And the Suns here with a different look. Miles Plumlee. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Reed in at 2-guard. Bekovic is out there with Young. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Three-pointer. Reed misses. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. No good from Bledsoe. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Young sets a screen for Wiggins. Pass to Reed from deep. Offensive rebound, Pekovic, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Pekovic has got his second basket of the night. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Bledsoe, here we go. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Bledsoe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Wiggins. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. Reed dishes to Rubio. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Jackson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. So they take the lead. And the Suns lead by 1.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Rubio the pass to Reed. It's hauled in by the Suns. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Bledsoe against Reed. He kicks it to Rubio. The 3. Another shot. Dishes to Reed. Off target from three-point range.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
No good from Bledsoe.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
What an ugly second quarter for him so far. He's starting to press a little bit out there.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The Timberwolves shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Now, here's Thomas. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first point.